Alrighty, hello everyone. My name is Abby Primett and welcome to this video, I guess. Before I get started, I should like to give a very big thank you to Juliana Martins and the journalism class for asking me these questions and for giving me the great opportunity to be a part of this senior project spotlight. I am writing and producing my own album, which is called Still Blooming, and it will be out May 7th of 2021, hopefully. And if you have Spotify and Apple Music, you will find it there. And if you'd like to give it a listen, literally would mean the world to me. I'm working with three amazing people, Mason, Aaron, Lewis. Mason and Aaron are a father and son duo. Mace and Aaron are family friends of mine, and I've been singing and playing instruments with them ever since I can remember, and they're very talented. And AJ Teshin actually goes way back with my mom, which is crazy. They went to high school together in Pennsylvania. And then he flew off to California, did his own thing, sang in Frozen 2, Deadpool, Lion King, all of these amazing movies. So I'm very, very, very grateful to have his input on my music and my work. So it's really cool. I chose this as my project because I suck at everything else. Basically, music has really been the thing that I'm good at and I'm passionate at. And when I was asked what am I going to do, I originally was just going to be like, yeah, I'm writing a single, one song. And then as time went on, I was like, you want to know what? I'm not going to spend 20 hours on a song because I'm going to be sick of it by the time it releases. So I was like, I'm going to write an EP. And I texted my mentors. I was like, LOL, hey, change of plans. I'm writing an EP instead. And they were so supportive of me. They were like, you can do this, Abby. It's going to sound amazing. I'm so excited to hear what you come up with. Super on board with me, right? And I texted him one more time. I was like, hey, call me crazy, LOL, but I'm actually going to be writing an album. And they were like flabbergasted. They were like, what? And I was like, yeah, LOL. And they just said you're going to have to work really hard, and I'm okay with working very hard. Because if that means all my 8 songs can be heard, then they're going to be heard. Which leads me into, I have 8 songs on my album. 2 of them are covers by male artists, and I did that on purpose so I can give it my female twist. And then I have 6 original songs written by me, and those 6 songs consist of topics like heartbreak, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, toxic friendships ending, trust issues, loving yourself, feeling comfortable in your own skin, loving others, whole shebang. And I really honed in on those topics because mental health is very prominent right now in today's day and age, just because of COVID and us having to quarantine and being at home for a really long time. And so I chose to do those topics just because I have always told myself that if my music can reach one person where they're at, because that's what I want my music to do. I want my music to meet you where you're at. So if I can have my music meet someone where they're at, then I think I did a job well done. I chose these topics because if people don't have a voice and they're scared to use their voice, that they have someone who will do it for them. That if you are going through the worst day of your life, or if you're going through the best day of your life, there's going to be a song on my album that will speak to you. Another reason why I chose those topics is because I want people to feel validated. I want people to feel loved, because with all the negativity happening in today's day and age, they don't need that added to their plate. So when I was writing these songs, I was like, what can I do to involve everyone? Like, what does everyone go through? What are people struggling with right now? And mental health is so prominent in today's day and age. It's seen in kiddos, it's seen in teenagers, it's seen in elders, it's seen in adults. It's seen in literally everyone. So hopefully my music can meet people where they are and just inspire them to love their bodies, to love themselves, and to understand that it's okay to not be okay all the time, because we have to put on a facade and make it seem like our day is okay when it's probably the worst day of our lives. Like, we have to pull it together when we don't. It is okay to take those mental days. It is okay to just have a day to yourself, relax, take everything off of your mind and everything off of your plate and just be still for a second. So writing all my music was really helpful, because just knowing that my song can reach someone where they're at is super empowering and made me want to continue when I've had a lot of days where I'm like, do I really want to do this? This seems like a lot of work, but I know it's all going to be worth it in the long run. I am very, very, very lucky because I can do all of this from my house. which I'm very grateful about. I have been becoming very computer savvy, which is very shocking if you ask me. But I've been becoming very computer savvy with trying to hook up my microphone. I'm very fortunate to learn how to use an interface where I can plug in my guitar in the amp section, and that pops up to my music app I'm using to produce all of this stuff by myself. And I've been very lucky because I can write my songs at my little desk over there, and I can plug my guitar in and play the chords, the melody, everything I want like that. So I'm very lucky. And then after I do that, I send out all my rough drafts to my 3 mentors to be like, hey, this is the roughest draft right now. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what I need to improve on. And then they all email me back. And it's a really good system we have going on. It really is. And then when we start recording for realsies, where everyone's going to get together, we are obviously going to be taking safety precautions, wearing masks when we need to, staying 6 feet apart at all times. And I'm just very grateful for the opportunity I have to be able to do this from my own house, where I'm very comfortable at, and just have a ball with it and have a really fun time. And some mental and emotional challenges for sure. Like I said before, my topics are very heavy, and I've experienced majority of them. So me having to revisit those spots in my life where I wasn't at my best and where I was feeling very down, very sad, it's very hard when you're doing well, just to revisit that pain you felt at the extent of what you did. So I would say that was probably one of the hardest things I had to do. Another is finding out what chords I want to use for a song. There are so many chord combinations out there, but I don't want my music to sound like everyone else's, obviously. I want mine to stand out. And so that's been very difficult, but like I said, I have a great team working with me, and I'm very grateful for them. So those are probably the challenges. I don't really have one. I'm very loosey-goosey when it comes to this kind of stuff. I would be grateful if something happened or if something didn't happen. At the end of the day, I know I put my best out into the world. I put my 100% my true being out there. So I'm just very excited to see where this is going to lead me, and if it doesn't lead me anywhere, that's okay, because I'm going to go to college after high school. So I'm just very, 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 very grateful that I have this crazy opportunity to write an album from my room. Thank God for technology. But I'm just super, all I can say is grateful, because not only do I have a really good support system, I have really good teachers at Wheeler, and they support me, and they're so excited for me. Like, a teacher even put my album release date in their calendar. Like, who does that? People who care about you, that's who. And the end goal, I would say, is just for my music to meet people where they are. Because, like I said before, it's okay to not be okay. And you showing struggle isn't a weakness. It makes you stronger because you are growing as a person. And that's one last thing I wanted to mention, is why I chose the name Still Blooming for my album, is that we are constantly evolving as human beings. We are always growing. And I'm done growing physically. I'm 5'2", but that's okay. I'm not mad about it. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I'm 5'2", but I have so much more room to grow mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And I'm just so excited to see where my journey takes me with my senior project.